Hello, my name is Trydar. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a baby-sized Pantheon in Minecraft. Let's get started. So let's take a look at our baby-sized Pantheon from the outside. As you can see, it's in the standard shape of the Pantheon with a Roman portico with a facade facing set of stairs down here on a podium, but it's squished into a cylinder with a dome on the top with a hole in the top up here for an oculus. So in this way, it is the standard shape of the Pantheon, but I'm calling it a baby Pantheon because this one is the extremely survival-friendly version of the other, I think, probably 5-part tutorial for that massive building. But I want to offer a counterpoint to that one. So if we go inside here, we can see on the inside we do have a little detail. For our dome, we have some ribbing and some gold ore up here to decorate it, of course, with our oculus. And we do have a couple of side niches here as well, and our main doorway. So you could probably put your bed here, put some perhaps some chests over there, maybe a little enchanting setup over there. Whatever you want to use this building for, I would leave that up to you. It's going to be, if you find a nice place to build one of these in your world, feel free to do so. So the materials list for this is very easy. It is 735 blocks of diorite, just a couple of stacks, 2,198 blocks of cobble, 13 spruce planks, 176 gold ore, 90 cobblestone slabs, 49 stone brick slabs, 12 deep slate tile slabs, 84 cobble stairs, 2 blocks of netherrack ore, 2 campfires for the fire pots. There at the front, you will need some torches, 279 stone brick stairs, 248 stone bricks, 108 deep slate tiles, 1 spruce door, and 170 blocks of red nether brick. So not too bad, all told. The dimensions for the building are as follows. It is 21 blocks wide across the front, 27 blocks deep back that way, and 26 blocks tall from this block down here all the way up to the oculus at the top. So it is going to be quite easy to do. Let's go ahead and begin the tutorial. So let's locate our center line here. And here for the cobblestone stairs, you want to place 1 of those. And then on either side of that, you want to place 4 more for a total of, what's that going to be, 9? And then 3 blocks of cobble on the side here. And then turn and go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks of cobble. Then come over 1, and then 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 2, 1, 1, 1 in diagonal. 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 again, 3 diagonals again, then 2. Then another 7. Here, 2, 1, and then all the way back here again, and then around the front, like so here. And we'll take a view of this from the top down. So with the half slabs, you can see the count of the blocks. And just place down your cobblestone foundation like that there. Alright, once you have done that, come and place some diorite on top of that here on the next set. Just like you see done here, on top of your cobble, all the way around the building. And at the front, we want to place another set of stairs behind our first set. And going up now to 4 blocks here. So from this point onwards, the tutorial, we're going to be going up 2 blocks at a time. So each subsequent slice of the building I show you is 2 blocks taller than the previous slice. So here for the stairs, you can see we go up 2 flights of stairs. We have a little landing here of 1 block, 2 more flights, and then up to the top here. We're just building our podium at the moment, so you can see all you're doing is stacking up cobble, 2 layers of diorite, and then a layer of cobble. And here in the middle, we want to make this pattern here with the diorite. Let me tell you how far that is back here. So let's locate our center line, which should be right here. So that's going to be 5 blocks back from the stair right here. And then you want to just make this pattern out of diorite. It's going to be what that looks like. The outside ring is going to be 5, 2, 2, and 5. And the inside ring, of course, will be 5, 3 into that little shape there, and 5 again right there, and then that's a quarter of your circle. So you want to just fill in the rest like you see done there, and we will move on to the next phase where we're building the building itself. So here for the fire pots, you just want to place some stone brick stairs like that there, then flip them on top and place a block of netherrack here or a campfire down there if you would rather have the smoke particles. I think it'd probably look a little bit better with the campfire as opposed to the netherrack, especially if you're in survival, because this will set everything ablaze within a certain radius, I believe. So here we want to make the column bases for the front of our portico. And we are doing this by just laying down 5 blocks of cobble right there, skip a block, lay down at 5 more, skip a block, so on and so forth for the freestanding columns. We have 4 of those. The rest of these are attached to the building. And you want to build them like so here, just collide them with the building. I think that should probably be a stone brick right there for that. Here across the face, you can see we have just a little entrance way for our door. We'll take a look at the inside in a minute. And you want to build more column bases here on the side. And you want to have the stone bricks attached to the back of those. Like so here. And let's take a look at this from the top down so you can see the profile. You can use the diorite, the ring that you laid down to help fill in these sections. Some portions of it are sitting on top of the diorite there. But let me just give you a good slow view of this from all angles, because all you really need to do is replicate the simple block pattern here, and that's going to be the foundation for the building itself. Of course, it has two-way symmetry, meaning that if we draw our center line, like I talked about, what we are building on this side of the center line, you want to mirror exactly like that on the other side of your center line. Very key characteristic of Roman builds, they would always have this central line of symmetry in them, usually. Okay, let's go up to the next phase here. So we have just a couple blocks of cobble slabs right here to finish off these fire pots. And for our columns, we are of course using diorite. So you want to place 2 blocks of diorite. These are going to be 6 blocks tall, by the way. So if you want to go ahead and place 6 blocks of diorite directly on top of this, you can skip ahead just a little bit. We are also layering our material. So we started off with 2 layers of stone bricks, then a layer of cobble, and now we're using a layer of stone bricks. So I think you can see the banding of the materials that we are doing here, and you're just placing the diorite on top of your column bases here and extending them up on the inside as well. Just like that. Not too difficult. Next phase, we are of course extending up our columns. Here's a little detail over the doorway. We're doing just a lintel of diorite and some stairs. We're going to be putting a small decorative pediment on top of that. As you can see again, we are layering every other block. Our cobble and our stone bricks here. We've got our cobble here, and then our stone bricks here. And then I said that backwards. We have our stone bricks here, our cobble here, our stone bricks here, and our cobble here, and then 2 layers of stone bricks at the bottom there. Now both of these blocks here are stone bricks in my texture pack. Don't let that throw you. And on the inside as well, you can see we are doing the little decorative pediment thing over these little niches here as well. All right, next phase. You are extending up the columns again. We have this decorative pediment over the doorway. We have a couple of blocks of diorite. You're just doing this upside down stairs, and a couple of stone bricks slabs here, and all of the ones on the inside are exactly the same as that one. Just go ahead and place those on top of that, while you are extending up the walls, remembering to do the alternating of the cobble and the stone bricks. All right, next phase here, we have 2 sets of upside down cobble and then stone brick stairs to represent our acanthus leaves or our Corinthian capitals like you see done here. You want to attach these to the building as well, but you want to have the building overwrite the capital as we go around here. Remembering to do the alternating of the stone bricks and everything. So here we have just the pediment over the doorway. Very simple design. It's a little thicker on the inside for the walls. Back here we have another set of blocks behind that there. Otherwise the design is the same. Like so for all of the faces in here. This wall here is necessarily a little bit flatter than the fully curving ones there. We had to make a compromise with that in the design. Next phase, we are adding our entablature now. And we are doing this with cobblestone here and then diorite on top of that to fill in your columns and everything. So I will trace this out for you. So here at our center line, you want to go, including the center lines, 1, then off to the side it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be, including this one here, it's going to be a total of 6. And then 2, 5, 2, 1, 1, and 1 there in this little 3 shape, and then 2, 5, 2, that angle again, 2, 5, 2, and back here at the front for that. And you just want to lay that out with cobble and then with diorite, and you also want to extend that to the inside walls like we have been doing here. Wrap it all the way around. Here under our portico, we want to have just these little squares with the one in the middle poked out of diorite there. For that, we have some cobblestone lintels here that will attach to the building, like you see done here. You can hide some torches up at the top there for some lighting. All right, next phase, we're now building out the roof for the pediment. And we want to go around the building and put on a cornice of upside down stone brick stairs, like you see done here all along the front. Wrap it around the corner, and then along the sides here, you want to wrap the stairs around, like as you see done here. We'll take a look at what's on top of it in a minute. Back at the front here, of course, we're building the sloping pediment, and we are doing that with one of these. This is going to be a full block here, and then we want to have 2 half slabs there, and then 2 slabs here, a full block, 2 slabs there, and so on and so forth. That is the angle that this will be going up at. Like you see done here on the sides, we want to have a little bit of cobble and some cobble slabs here on top of the stone bricks and diorite behind that right there. And along the sides here, we have a couple of roof tiles with our red nether brick and our deep slate tile. Just to replicate that block pattern. As you see, we have just a couple of blocks of diorite also. Along the sides, you want to place cobblestone slabs on most of these, except on some of the decorative elements we are going to be building over there on the corners, like you see done here with the cobble and the diorite. On the inside, we have our ribbing, which is going to be these blocks of diorite here. And you want to have just a ring of upside down stone brick stairs, as you see here, just wrapped around like you did on the exterior, but do that on the interior. And we're going to cheat a little bit and cut that into the wall here, right there, as you see. And I'll show you all this from the top down, and we will move on to the next phase. All right, so here at the front, we are doing the slope that I said with the pediment. We want to have just a half slab underneath that here to outline the triangular portion here. Off to the side, we have a very simple 3-block acroterion with the diorite here. You can put a torch behind that if you wish. And you want to alternate your blocks and red nether brick and your deep slate half slabs, like you see done here. Perhaps you can see it better from this side. Like you see, and of course there's cobble behind that here. For that over here on the sides, we do have the details for these little sections. We can see we're also forming the dome now. So we're going to take a look at the exterior of the dome first, and then we're going to build the interior. Like you see done here, remember to do the decorations for your diorite on the side for those. And once you do 1/4 of this dome, the other 3/4 are going to be exactly the same. Just rotate it around, build it again, and then mirror the entire thing on the other side. Take a look at the inside now. We have our gold blocks that we're using here. Of course, if you want to use perhaps some copper up here, it would look quite nice, or perhaps some lapis if you have that laying around. You can see here, though, the design for the ribbing on the inside with the diorite. Some of these blocks are just hanging over like that there. And around here, and I put down a bunch of torches up here because I think these are all going to be spawning locations, so we don't want to have a creeper spawn up in your dome and drop down on your bed in the middle of the night. That'd be really bad. So over here in next phase, we're finishing off our pediment, like you see done here. Not too difficult. And at the top, we have just this little central acroterion here with some diorite. It's going to be 5 more blocks of diorite like that there to finish that. And behind that here as well. Let me just go right here and give you good views of the red nether brick and the deep slate tiles. And from the side here. And then sweeping around, of course, the other 3/4 of the dome are the same as the first one. All right, next phase here. Of course, we finished our pediment here at the front. That is now all complete, so we're just focusing on the dome now. So you can see we have our cobblestone ribbing on the sides. And our red nether brick and deep slate tiles back here. For that, I think, whoops, I realized I forgot to look at the dome on this last phase. My apologies. Here we go. So we can see we have the diorite and the gold blocks here. Just ever so slightly curving inwards at this level here. And of course, so once you do 1/4 of this, the other quarters are the same. Take a look at that from the top. And this last one from the top here as well. Now take a look at the dome. On the inside here, you can see we have our diorite at the top now. So we are already finishing the dome and building our oculus. We just have a couple of blocks left to go. Here, it's not a very difficult dome because of how small it is. So you can see we just have our diorite ribs on the side here to give our dome just a little bit of character when looking at it from below here. And of course, we want to have our dome decorated on the inside with nice materials. All right, last phase here. So on the outside, you're placing just the last little bit of cobble and red nether brick and deep slate at the top here. And a couple of slabs of cobble also. And then you can see we are just capping the entire thing off with a little ring at the top here for our oculus at the top of our baby Pantheon. Give you good views of this all the way around. And we will drop down into the middle here. We mostly finished the dome on the inside on the last phase. We are just building up this little ring here to be 3 blocks tall for that. And once you have done that, your baby Pantheon will be complete. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for the baby Pantheon. Remember to take good care of him, and someday he will grow up to be a big, strong Pantheon, just like all the other ones. And also remember, the world is available for download here for Java version in the video description. So if you need to come here and take a schematic or a closer look at anything I showed you, do feel free to do so. That is why that is provided. And I would like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.